1 courtroom, 11 defendants. From drunk driving to assault charges, the cases kept coming non-stop, and the judge made it clear excuses would not work today.
Good morning, how are you?
Two for an arraignment today. First one is Wonk, last name, first name Fred.
Is it Walker?
Wonk, W-O-E-N-K. Sorry.
Okay, Mr. Wong? Come on up, sir.
Other way.
Guys, when you come, please go this way. We don't want you walking by the prosecutors, please.
All right, go ahead and have a seat on the jury corresponding you. Judge, I'm sorry, what's the last name?
Wong, page 23. Good morning, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The complainant is the defendant's stepson, and on January 25th, 2025, the officers were dispatched to a family disturbance in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer met with the defendant, who stated that he and the complainant were in a verbal argument that turned physical. The defendant stated he attempted to forcefully remove the complainant from the bathroom and then got into a fight. The officer met with the complainant, who stated that the defendant and him got into an argument over a key to the shed, and that the defendant went into the bathroom and started striking him in the face with a closed fist, causing pain. The officer observed small lacerations on the complainant's head and face, and the officer spoke with a witness who stated that she observed the defendant on top of the complainant striking at his head.
What is the relation?
The relation is the complainant is the stepson of the defendant.
Stepson. Okay, do you know the age?
The age is, one moment, Your Honor.
Do we know whether he wants to have contact with Mr. Wong?
So we haven't had a chance to reach out, or we tried, but we had no success. And then the age of the complainant is 47.
Okay, so Mr. Wong, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. There is a protective order that has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate this protective order, the state can and probably will file additional charges of violation of the protective order, and it's one of the worst cases that you can pick up here. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. I want to know what their wishes are if they want to have contact with you, and we just don't know whether they want to or not. So until we know, you're not to have contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, if you pick up a new case, then I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good job on having a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with her and she'll tell you when you have to come back to court. For now, I'm going to have you just sign a receipt, Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go. Okay?
Judge, does that protective order just cover the complaining witness and not the witness? Because I think.
It covers, let me see.
Sure.
It covers the South Champagne Circle in Tomball.
Oh, just the address.
That address.
Okay.
Do you live at that address?
Yes, sir. Mortgage on home.
Who owns, so get with them, because I don't know how that's going to work out, because they've not been able to rip, and I don't know if the other person has a right to be there as well. If they cohabitate, they share it, it's going to be a problem. So we'll have you guys work out the kinks and then just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on. We'll have you sign a receipt
I
first.
have one more, so.
It's okay.
Right this way.
Okay, Mr. Ready? Who's your next?
Hernandez, Jose.
You need a translator, right? No. Jose Hernandez, come up.
Right now, the sitting room is behind you.
You don't see it.
Judge, you said Hernandez?
Yeah,
It's Mija Hernandez, Mija Hernandez.
with an N?
MEIJ.
Mejia. Oh, page 15.
And Mejia. Okay.
Who's in the box?
I didn't put them back.
Not here. There you go. Okay, you are Jose Ernesto Mejia Hernandez.
Sir.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On January 26th, the officers were dispatched to an accident at 2200 West Sam Houston Parkway North. Officers observed a green neon vehicle with front end damage on the shoulder of the road. Officers made contact with the driver, who appeared to have glossy eyes and slurred speech. After relocating to a gas station, the defendant stated he was returning from his girlfriend's house. Defendant stated that he had 2 Modelos, but did not know the size of them. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 on the HGN, 4 out of 8 on the walk and turn, 3 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The ICs were read, breath test performed, and he blew .094. And there's criminal history, reckless driving, 2016.
Any other prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
Can you run his license, please? Mr. Mejia Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of illegal drugs, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. You understand?
Sir.
And he does have some bit of a driving record as well.
Does he have a valid one? Yeah.
I believe so. No, where's?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
You are not allowed to drive unless you also have car insurance as well. Do you understand? You need a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. If you don't, then you're not allowed to drive. That is a bond condition of yours as well. Do you understand?
Sorry.
Now, you have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with her. She'll tell you when you have to come back to court. For now, I'll have you sign a receipt of Victoria. We'll have you get with Fatima for your bond conditions, and after that, you guys are free to go. All right? Okay, please. Do you have the co-defendant as well?
I do not.
Do you know, do you know?
I'm unaware whether he's hired.
Okay. You are Joel Rodriguez?
Sir.
Mr. Rodriguez, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes.
On January 23rd, 2025, the officer observed a black Silverado and a white Honda Accord at the 7800 block of South Highway 6, turning left at a high rate of speed. The officer made a U-turn at the intersection to follow both vehicles and had to travel approximately 66 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. The officer observed the motor vehicles to be side by side, with the Honda flashing its emergency lights. The officer observed the Honda turn off the lights, and both vehicles began to speed up again, driving side by side. Both vehicles ran a red light, and the officer attempted to catch up to both vehicles, traveling approximately 90 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. The officer briefly lost sight and re-observed the Silverado as the motor vehicle continued traveling eastbound. A traffic stop was initiated, and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver, and sole occupant. The defendant stated, when asked about the high rate of speed, "No, I was on my way home with my friend Adam. Adam was following me home." The co-defendant then arrived, claiming he was there to check on the welfare of the defendant, and the co-defendant stated, "I was following him home, but I broke it off because I wanted to get something to eat."
Okay. Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in these types of activities again. If I find that you do, I'm going to take your privilege to drive away from you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive sucks really, really bad. Do you understand?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
I'm asking you to do is don't race, no reckless driving, street takeovers, donuts, anything of this nature. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
There are proper places in Houston to do it, not on 610 or 59. Can you file those conditions, please? All right. Now, you have a great lawyer. Listen, Mr. Petoniak, he will help you out. Because you have him, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but stay in touch with him. He'll tell you when you have to come back to court.
Yes, Your Honor.
For now, we'll just have you sign a reset. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. We get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go. All right.
All right. Thank you, judges.
So is the co-defendant on today too?
He was, but he asked for a reset. So he got,
How is that possible? He got a reset.
Judge,
Let me see.
you have a very important call.
Or Javier Coronado Guevara. Sir, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Judge. On January 25th, 2025, at approximately 4:44 p.m., the officer was conducting a city ordinance enforcement at Metro Mart convenience store. The officer observed a vehicle reverse into his patrol vehicle in the back left quarter panel. Minor damage was observed, and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. Another officer arrived on scene and observed the defendant to have glossy eyes. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 2 out of 8, and one leg stand 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.112 and 0.112.
Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
License?
No license,
license,
Judge.
Your Honor.
Mr. Guevara, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, you are ordered not to drive. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you were not in this country with permission and you go to jail for any kind of extended period of time, immigration will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with, and then you will be shipped off to immigration. I'm putting bond conditions on you now. If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you're going to be there for an extremely long time. Do you understand? You are not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If you fail to go test, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If I find that you're driving in violation of these conditions, likewise, you will go to jail. Now, you have a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel. He will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells you that he can't get a hold of you because you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Okay.
For now, I'm going to have you sign a promise with us that you're not going to drive. After that, I will get you to Victoria where you will sign a reset. You will then get with Fatima for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. How are you? You know, we made it. It's Friday. It's been a week. Good morning, Mr. Rodriguez. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Judge, we waive probable cause.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
I'll run it, Your Honor.
And any prior DWIs?
California.
He has California driver's license, John.
I guess any prior DWIs will be the
There you go.
operative question.
Hey, I'll just run an NCIC, Your Honor, because I see no driver's license on our system, but I'll try to run that again as well.
One courtroom, 11 defendants. From drunk driving to assault charges, the cases kept coming non-stop, and the judge made it clear excuses would not work today.
He recently moved here from California, Honor, with a California driver's license.
And I'm assuming that you're going to do the ALR and all the
Yes,
jazz.
sir.
So I trust you, Doug. So since you're waiving PC, I'm still going to find probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. You will go to jail. If you pick up any other new cases, likewise, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. As long as you have a valid license to drive and liability insurance, you may drive, and he will tell you if it does become suspended. If it does, at that point, you may not drive. No prior DWI?
No prior.
All right, so you have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance because you have a lawyer. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but just stay in touch with Doug and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court.
Thank you.
All right? Okay, guys. Have you signed a reset? We'll go with pre-trial and then you guys are free to go.
Yes, thank you very much.
Happy Friday.
Go ahead and sign.
You are Corey Bob.
Sir.
Mr. Bob, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. On January 24th, 2025 at 10:13 p.m., officers were dispatched to a major crash on Irving Boulevard in Harris County, Texas. The defendant ran a red light and another vehicle struck the back left rear of his vehicle, and officers arrived on scene and saw the defendant sitting in the driver's seat with keys in his pocket and the engine running. The officer observed the defendant to be unsteady on his feet with an odor of an alcoholic beverage. The officer then observed the defendant to be unsteady on his feet and needing help walking at times. Furthermore, they observed red glossy eyes, slurred speech, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he was coming from a club and was heading home. The defendant stated he had 3 to 4 drinks, and standard field sobriety were then conducted. HGM 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. A search was conducted on the defendant's vehicle, and the officers found a 1/5 full bottle of whiskey in the passenger seat in a bag, and the defendant consented to breath, and the results were 0.175 and 0.162.
Are you telling me that he's consuming alcohol allegedly while driving?
There's no indication of being cold to the touch or anything, just 1/5 full on the passenger seat.
What was it?
A bottle of whiskey.
Right. Mr. Bob, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license, please?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond and not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming illegal drugs or any kind of alcohol, I will put you in jail. Because it's a second offense, I'm now placing a restriction on your license. You are not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? I'm sending notice to DPS in Austin where every single officer now knows that any vehicle that you drive is required to have an interlock. So if you're pulled over and it doesn't have an interlock on it, then they're going to take you to jail. Do you understand? Okay, please. Yes. I'm sorry? 7.
My counsel didn't show up. I don't know.
You have a lawyer?
Yeah, I do, but he didn't show up. George Powell.
Oh, well, let's do this. I didn't realize it. So let's do this. I'll have you sign a reset. We'll have you get with pre-trial for your bond conditions. Just hang tight. He'll be here. I mean, we start early and I don't know. Don't fret. I'm sure that he's on the way. Okay. I know George. He's a good guy. We'll just have you take a seat after you sign both your conditions and then we'll wait for him to come. Okay? Please.
Right this way.
All right, coming up, Mr. Diaz. You speak English, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Diaz, I don't know why we have you in custody. Well, I'll tell you now.
Yes, sir.
You, with us, have picked up a possession of a controlled substance. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What I see is that you are now also on felony probation for possession of a controlled substance. It looks like they've issued a warrant. You're set at no bond on that case. So we have to take you into custody. I can't let you go with a felony warrant. So what'll happen is you will probably roll up on Monday's docket in felony court. And then, assuming you have a lawyer, they'll help you out upstairs. So regardless, we're going to do probable cause in our case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. I will also appoint you a lawyer this morning.
Yes, sir. I just got done talking to him. He's on his way, actually.
Who's your lawyer?
Robert Vegas. I just got done here talking to him before he pulled me in the room.
Okay, we're going to do probable cause and then I'll just have you in back. When we get to any issues, we can always talk.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
please.
Yes, Judge. On January 25th, 2025, at approximately 1:18 p.m., the officer was dispatched to Katy City Park in Harris County, Texas, in regards to a male drinking in public. Dispatch notes described a Hispanic male wearing black pants and a black and gold jacket. Upon arrival, the officers observed a person matching that description walking away from a field where the suspect was reported being suspicious. The officers met with a witness who observed the defendant walking towards the parking lot and west of the field, and then the officer made contact with the defendant and observed him appearing intoxicated, slurred speech, incoherent speech, unsteady without the ability to stand, and the defendant was detained, and the defendant was uncooperative and made demands ensuring the officer of street accreditations, and a pat-down was then conducted. The defendant was in possession of an amoxicillin bottle with the defendant's name on it. The bottle contained illegal contents. In the bottle was a pinkish, orangey, unknown pill and a white pill. The white pill was recognized from training experience as Xanax with a weight of 0.29 grams.
What's he doing? Walking while Hispanic? You know?
What?
Really?
Your Honor, there was a report of a person drinking in public, and then there was a witness who saw him walking to the parking lot, and then they gave a description, and he matched that description.
Let's do this. I'm not ready to rule on your case. Let's wait for your lawyer to get here. I'm going to have him look at everything, and then we'll go from there. Do you mind?
All right.
Okay, you got it, man. You are Catherine Marquez. Ms. Marquez, you're charged with prostitution. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 25th, 2025, the officer was at the 5219 Telephone Road location as an undercover officer conducting an investigation at an after-hours club after receiving a complaint of prostitution. While at the club, an officer was approached by the defendant, and during their conversation.
Second, Alice. Okay.
Yes, Judge. So an undercover officer was conducting an investigation in an after-hours club after receiving a complaint of prostitution, and while at the club, the officer was approached by the defendant, who during their conversation admitted she was an employee of the club and agreed to perform deviant sexual intercourse and straight sexual intercourse for a fee of $400.
And I'm going to find that the probable cause to go forward with the case. Can I appoint your lawyer today? Would you like a lawyer?
Yes.
Can I? Oh, okay, let me do this.
Who can I get?
I don't want you to say anything. I'm going to give you a lawyer, explain your side to the lawyer, and we'll go from there. Okay. For now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll just have you take a seat in the jury box. I am making it a condition of your bond that you're not to participate in this type of behavior anymore. If I find that you pick up a new case like this or it continues, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. You understand? Okay, please. Good morning, sir. Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The complainant and the defendant are roommates. On January 25th, 2025, the officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, who stated that she and the defendants are roommates and that the defendant was crouching down with his phone when she touched his phone to indicate for him to move. The defendant then struck her in the face with a closed fist, causing pain and a small cut to her lip. The officer then observed a small cut to the complainant's lip.
Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you violate this protective order, they can file additional charges against you. A violation of protective order is one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do we know if she wants to have contact with him, Alex?
He attempted to reach out, but no success.
Until I know that she wants to have contact with you, I'm ordering you not to have contact with her. You're not to be in possession of weapons as well. Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Would you like a lawyer, sir? I need you to fill out an application for me. I'll have you talk to someone today. I'm going to have bond conditions created for you to sign. Do not leave until you sign the bond conditions. Otherwise, I'm going to issue a warrant for arrest. But we'll provide you a lawyer today. All right?
All right.
Good morning, Miss Orange. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 24, 2025, the officer conducted a motor vehicle check on the defendant's vehicle while traveling on the 7500 block of West 1960 Road in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed the registration to be expired as of January 2024 and no valid financial responsibility on the vehicle. A traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The officer conducted a person check on the defendant and saw her driver's license was suspended as of February 1st, 2024, and she was identified with a Texas ID.
All right, Miss Orange, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance. But if I find that you drive, it's going to go really, really wrong between us. Do you understand? I'm going to have you sign an affidavit. This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive. I don't care if there's a burning building with 50 kittens that need to be saved. Do not drive. Do you understand? Deputy, do you mind getting this, sir, please? I'm giving you now the number to the driver's license division to DPS. This is the number that you need to call to figure out what you need to do to get your license back. When you call them, call at 7 in the morning. Do not call at 8:01. Do not call at 9:50, 1:03. You'll never get through because the lines are so jam-packed. You need to call the minute the phone lines open up, which is at 7 in the morning. They can tell you what you need to do to get your license back. If you get it back and you show me that you also have insurance, I will take this restriction off of you. Trust me, do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes.
You need a lawyer to represent you in this case. Would you like me to give you a court-appointed lawyer? Okay, I will give you one. I need you to fill out an application for me. I'm going to have you swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, I'll get you to Victoria, sign and reset, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box where we find your lawyer. Okay? Please. You are Miss Patterson?
Yes.
And you are charged with criminal trespass of a habitation or shelter. As such, it's kicked up to a Class A misdemeanor. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 24th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to an apartment regarding a family disturbance. The officer made contact with the complainant, and the complainant was in a former dating relationship with the defendant and stated the defendant had been banging on the door of her apartment since January 23rd, 2025. The defendant had not made any threats or said anything besides banging on the front door. The officer observed the defendant moving around the rear seats of the complainant's motor vehicle, and the complainant approached the vehicle and claimed ownership and identified the defendant as the person inside. The complainant stated she recently got the vehicle, had not let the defendant borrow the vehicle or use it in any manner. The complainant also stated she secured all the seats, and the defendant stated the motor vehicle was already unlocked and the officer did not observe any signs of forced entry. So in this case, the trespasses of the vehicle.
Different charges, different stories, but the same courtroom standard applied to all. Rights were explained, consequences were clear, and the docket moved forward. By the end, nobody misunderstood the judge's message.